been over a week since I last streamed. I've had a bit of a chest infection, so I've not been in a position to do so. And today, I've gone back to MechWarrior Online. I've had a dabble the last couple of days, had a quick look at it, as there's been a lot of changes to the game. So I'm not quite clued up on what the meta is, so I'll be playing the meta from when I used to play. There's some new maps as well, and a new couple of game modes, or at least one new game mode. So let's see what we get. Polar Highlands, this is one of the new maps. I used to be quite good at this game, but I haven't played any Twitch-based games for some time, so let's see how well I do. I'm currently running in the Hellbringer. I think it's got 3 medium lasers and a Gauss rifle. It's clan mech, so I can move pretty quick with an XL engine, lose one of my side torsos and still keep moving. So we'll see what's happening in MechWarrior Online. Just waiting for everybody to ready up. I'm in a dropship. It will drop me at the spawn point. And the rules of this game mode are to kill all the enemy mechs. Or if the timer runs out, whoever has the most kills wins the game. These funky cockpit panels were all new. They never used to be on there. So, lots of new mechs to look at. The Black Knight, the Warhammer, they're new to me. Yeah, so let's meander off. I don't know where I'm going on this map, so I will follow the herd. And this looks like it's a pretty big map. I think that Black Knight is a heavy or it's a small assault. I certainly don't want to be leading the charge. And I have no idea where they spawn from. Oh, hello. I don't even know if we can make it to them satellite dishes. But we'll have a meander over here. Keeping low to try and avoid any attention. I'm seeing laser fire coming in. So let's have a peek over the ridge and see if we can see anything. Yeah, there's something small and fast over there. So I'm presuming their spawn point is over there. There's somebody. Far too far up my range. I'm going to follow this Griffin. Where's that Warhawk going? I think he's going up on the ridge. My Gauss rifle does have good range, but the medium lasers don't have the best range. Apparently we need to look at the map. That is a good idea, mate, because most of our force is on the right. I don't want to get caught out by myself.
Target acquired.
That's a medium cicada over there. He's a fast medium mech. A bit of lag there, never mind. I ain't going to chase after him because that's what he wants. He wants us to turn away and chase him while the rest of his team leather us. My reticle will turn red if I do hit anything. I see a comment in chat there, stupid ass is chasing that thing. That's not what you want to do. As you can see, my aim is absolutely atrocious.
target acquired.
And of course I wobble the mouse just as I'm about to release. Oh, he's standing still, so I shouldn't be able to miss that. So now just to put some shots in at range with this ghost rifle. Try and hit shit. And see what we can do. Now he's shooting large lasers at me. They are going to tickle me at this range. This very much seems to be a long-range map. I would like to get a little bit closer. But most of my team is playing trench warfare with these guys. Well, let's stay low, close down some range, because I really would like to get my medium lasers into action. It's got 4, 1 in the head, 3 in the torso. Alright, red smoke, somebody's dropping an airstrike or an artillery strike by the airplane, and the way it went along, that is an airstrike. An artillery strike is more in a circle, an airstrike does a nice line.
Target acquired.
I don't get too close and do a bit of dodging and weaving to try and spread the damage out a bit over the different sections of my mech. That's a dire wolf. I really don't want to tangle with him one-on-one. It seems I'm on the front of our line. I'll tickle him. That's a marauder. That's a new mech for me. I took my finger off the button. Fraction of a second too late. I didn't want to fire that shot. I need the practice. Apparently I just blew something off that guy, so that's all good.
New target acquired.
Let's reposition. I don't want to be on the edge of the team. Not in a big heavy. I need to be in a central position really. The team were getting flanked on the left as well. I've just seen something pop up on my radar.
New target acquired.
Getting very, very close to them now.
New target acquired.
The ghost rifle does have a charge up, so you can't snapshot it anymore.
New target.
Changed that because it was far too lethal. And I need to get back into cover. There's someone on my right in Golf 9. Oh, he's a big lad. I'm in a bad place here. Oh, there's me down. I should not have stepped out. And I think our team's going to lose this hard. Not quite sure what this Atlas is doing. He's not sure of who to shoot. Atlas being a big assault mech. Good tank, but not the best at putting out the damage generally. And he's getting absolutely leathered. I think that's LRM's coming in. And he didn't do too good. Lasted longer than me though, didn't he?
New target acquired.
It's a Shadow Cat, that's a fast medium mech. Another clan mech. You can tell the clan mechs by the blue hoods. The Inner Sphere have yellow hoods. Warhawk, big assault mech. I do like the mech, but it is just severely undergunned in this game. Very much a support mech. But there we go. Not the best match. I barely even broke 150 points. That was not a good game. So let's fire it up again and see if we can get another match. Once it loads me back to the mech lab. I used to play this game religiously. Really used to enjoy it. Trying to get back into it. It got broke in many ways. But it can be good fun. A lot of fun when I'm on TeamSpeak with the rest of the unit. But quite often it devolves into what we call raffle stomps, where we're winning games 12-0. Which can be funny the first few games, then it gets stale very quickly. And PGI's had a history of not listening to its player base, which is quite unfortunate. They generally listen to the loudest people on the forums. But the game has gotten a lot better in the last few years. It still could be better. But I thought I'd come back. They've just done a big patch. They've got a whole community warfare thing, but I tend not to touch that with a barge pool. Right. Grim Plexus, that's a new map. Domination, that's a new game mode. These two maps have just been updated from when I last played them. I do get to pick, but I'm not bothered. At the moment, I'll just let it take any map, any game mode. I don't really care. So I need to learn the new maps. So Grim Plexus, new map. And I think a skirmish is just kill each other. But most games of MechWarrior devolve into just kill each other, regardless of what the actual objectives are. We found with the capping one where you got multiple points to cap and tick the points down, we find just killing people is the quickest way to win. I know PGI is aware of this, and I believe they're trying to make it so people actually do play for the objectives. Let's see how we do in this game. And as you can see in here, I can see what my teammates are all driving, but I can't see what the other team is driving at this point. At least not until we see them. And I believe they're redoing some of the older maps. The Forest Colony is an old map that they did redo, so it's caustic. And they're going through the maps, redoing the geometries on them, making the maps better to play on. But this is all new and all very pretty. Let's follow the herd. Because I don't know where the hell I'm going. Green mech generally means brand new. I haven't painted it because of course you can paint your mechs in this. 3 different colour schemes on them. Some colours cost the in-game currency you earn while playing, and others cost the premium currency that you get with real money. C-bills is what you earn in game, and MC is what you purchase. Right, I'm looking, this looks like a place to fight over on the left with these structures. This could possibly be somewhere we can get a bit of cover and try and fight. This was described by PC Gamer as the thinking man shooter, and it does have that aspect to it. It can be a lot slower paced, unless of course you're in things like MRBC, which is the tournament. It's an unofficial tournament, but it's a really good tournament with 8v8s and limits on what mechs you can take. And you generally find in that it's a lot of standing round positioning, and then all hell breaks loose, and it can be very fast games. That's a big fat assault mech, and I led that far too far, and I'm not going to get a second shot. Let's see, I've got to figure out again how to use the weapons in this game. Where I used to be pretty decent in the Hellbringer. And again, widely missed that medium mech over there. He's a fast medium mech, not very hard. Oh, managed to hit that light mech though. Looked like an adder. But I'm in danger of being swamped here, so I need to go rejoin my team. something's opened my back up.
Acquired.
Trying not to hit my teammates, but that ice ferret really hurt me. Your mech has armour on the front and on the back. It's a plate of armour, so every point of damage hurts you. Little mechs carry exactly the same weapons as the big mechs, doing the same damage. Just the big mechs generally can carry more weapons, or at least it can sustain the fire more, either through running cooler, because weapons generate heat, or by carrying a lot more ammunition. Well, that's the fire going over there, but I'm going to be very careful of exposing my back to the enemy. Right, so that's Cataphract. He's a heavy mech, so I should be able to dance with him. But then again, he's got some teammates, and that's an assault mech, so I need to be careful with him. Oh, we just died. I don't want to waste my shots on that. That's the Cataphract down there, and there's a Warhawk over here. He's nearly neutered. With these new mechs, I've got to learn where the weapons are located as well. That's him down. I'm getting a bit of serious lag here with the graphics. So that's because it's quite an intense game to start with. It's not very well optimized. And with streaming, that's not helping me either. Oh, shot over his face. And I don't want to push, I want to let somebody else push, because I'm ready to keel over if I get hit too hard. But I'm going to push anyway, because that's how I play this game. Oh, got a Cataphract. I didn't even think that was the Cataphract. I was expecting that to be the Warhawk. But not to worry. Oh, there's somebody else over there. That's another heavy mech summoner, not the best heavy mech. It's a clan. But it's generally a poor clan mech. With the Hellbringer and the Mad Cat being much better heavy mechs. He just doesn't want to die. And that was the last mech on their team. I survived my second fight. 12-2, that was... it looked like it could be a ruffle stomp, but you don't know how badly damaged all our team was. And they'd actually put a decent score in that time. Still not great. But a bit better. Well, a lot better than the last game, but not where it should be. Let's quick play and let's get another game on the go. As you can see by that screen, I'm sitting on just under 33 million credits or C-bills. I've got a crap ton of general experience and a little bit of MC. I did have a load of premium time on this a while ago, but it ran out when I wasn't playing the game. Which was unfortunate, but hey. As you can see, I've got nearly 500,000 experience earned in the Hellbringer, as it's been the primary mech I've used for some time. And in MRBC, I was predominantly a Hellbringer driver in the A2V. I was a very good light driver. I'm alright with assaults, and I was starting to learn how to play mediums, because I'd never done much in the medium mech weight. Back in the day when I was in Blackstone Knights, I did used to run around in a Cicada with PPCs a lot in tournament games. And then the nerfed PPCs made them far too hot, so that was no good. But the meta when I left was Gauss rifles and laser. Gauss rifles and lasers of all variety, which is why the Hellbringer's armed with the 4 medium lasers and the Gauss rifle. Also has ECM on, and I believe that's had a nerf since I last played it. It puts a protective bubble around your mech, and it was about 500-meter bubble around you, and I think it's something like 150 meters now, where if any friendly mech is within that bubble, the enemy team can't target it, so it protects you from indirect weapons fire from long-range missiles. Also prevents the enemy team from locking your mech, so they can't get a readout on it. There are ways to counter it, but ECM can be very, very valuable. It's good as well for small mechs if you want to be sneaky. I run the Shadowcat medium mech with 2 large pulse lasers, loaded jump jets, and an ECM, and the idea is I can run around really fast, find a position, fire, move somewhere else, fire, and hopefully not get spotted. You have to watch where you shoot people when you're doing that. You know, you want to aim for the arms and the legs, so you don't give the game away. Because if you're shooting them in the back of the torso, they know they're being shot in their back. But if you hit them in the legs or the arms while somebody else is shooting them, they generally don't realise they're being shot from behind. And certain mechs, you want to take the limbs off it. And that's what I need to learn with the new mechs, is which torso to take off, or do you want to take its arm off, or do people generally run them with no armour in the legs? It's been a cause of contention with the legs, because some people, used to be quite a lot of people, would strip most of the armour out the legs so they could save weight to then spend that weight on heat sinks, ammunition and weapons. And then they would store ammo in the legs, and of course, you know, a few rounds into the legs, you'd hit the ammo would explode, and that damage would go to the internals of the mech, and they would get upset that you legged them. And of course, take one leg off, it slows the mech down. You take 2 legs off, and it falls over dead. Called legging, and some people get upset when you do that, but there's a reason you can put armour on your legs, and that's to protect them. But some Atlas drivers were notorious for running virtually no armour on the legs. I'll take a pot shot at that. That's Timberwolf or a Mad Cat. Very, very nice mech. Come on, what am I stuck on? Sometimes you get stuck on pebbles. Come on. That's Cauldron Born, another heavy mech. That's a nice... Yeah, I know it's his Ebony Jag. Who's on my arse? Am I stuck on terrain? Clan mechs have 2 names. They've got the clan name and they've got their inner sphere name. And in this, they're named via their clan name. A lot of people though call them by their inner sphere names. It's all to do with the lore of the game. It's got quite a good interesting lore. Now I fire. Took a load of unnecessary damage there. I'm sort of pinned here, because if I go backwards I fall off this. I'm not fussed about the arms in this mech, because it's got absolutely nothing in the arms. All the weapons are in the body. Oh, that was a King Crab Assault mech. I'm going to go join my mates down here. As though by jumping down there my legs took a bit of damage, which is what happens when you drop off a high tall thing. Direwolf, that is just an absolute monster, 100-ton, biggest mech you can get. It is an absolute beast of a mech in the right hands. Very, very slow, but it can put out the most firepower. Nothing can stand against it in a one-on-one if it's driven correctly. All of its firepower is generally in its arms. It can also torso mount. Centurion, their right arm is what you want to kill on that. Especially if it's a Yenlong Wang, because they can carry an AC-20 in their right arm. I need to be careful here, because there's only 4 of us here, and there's quite a few enemy. That's a little bastard Arctic cheetah. He's a light mech. I really should be shooting his legs. Timberwolf over there. Oh, that's an assault mech. Need to be careful here. I need to reverse out of here. That's if that Stormcrow doesn't stop me from driving backwards. So I'm going to switch around here get shot by a friendly, and then deal with that marauder, and then we'll take this mad dog on. I like the mad dogs there. Nice mechs. It's another clan heavy. I do have a thing for clan heavy mechs. That makes a very nasty LRM boat, or a nasty... Oh, you swine! Nasty SRM boat. Right, now I'm in deep trouble here. I see by the state of my mech, that's why I do a lot of shaking to spread the damage out between all the different body parts. Yeah, my ghost rifle can explode, and when it explodes it's painful. Now I'm just going to have to rely on my lasers. Somebody's firing at me. And I can't see who's firing. I'm going to be very careful before I fall over. So I need to stay close to my team and try and not draw any attention to myself. Oh, I think the guy got shot that was behind us. But yeah, it's important that you spread the damage out on your mech, because you can lose bits of it and keep going. And that's why you see when I fire I'll be rolling left and right. To try and spread that damage out. A bit better, over 300 score and over 450 damage, so third game in, getting a little bit better. But the arms and the legs can be shot from the front or the back, and it doesn't matter. The torso is split into three parts, the centre, the left and the right, and all three of those have a separate armour on the front and separate armour on the rear, but they share the same internal health. And of course your modules and your components, your weapons are all in them parts. So once you strip your armour off, as you saw in that fight when my ghost rifle exploded, it done some serious damage to my mech. Ghost rifle ammo doesn't explode, it just dies when it gets blown up. But if you're using missiles or any of the auto cannons, when its ammo goes up, it will do that damage to your own mech. Which is why I was talking about the legs, where people would rip their armour off the legs, fill it full of ammo. You could kill the mech by shooting it in the leg, and the explosion of its ammo in its leg could be enough to wipe it out. You see when you do it, you shoot the mech, you get the component destruction, you walk off, and a second or two later you get the kill. That's because the ammo's cooked off and the damn things blew up. And it'd be quite funny. Long range missiles in this are pretty wet and pants. A lot of more inexperienced players cry about how powerful they are because your screen shakes when you're getting hit. And you can build certain mechs such as the Mad Dog and the Stalker and the Catapult, where you're doing a constant stream, pure stream of missiles that doesn't stop. And that rattles people quite a lot. And of course with the screen shake, the constant little paper cuts, they think that the weapon's overpowered, when in reality they just need to stand behind something and they're fine. Even if that something is a friendly assault mech, use it as cover, that's what it's there for. A lot of people don't quite understand what assault mechs are for. They seem to think assault mechs are designed to go in first when they're not. Assault mechs are really designed to get there when the fight's already underway, and then start laying down the firepower on targets that are distracted and ripping them apart. That's where things like the dire wolf absolutely excel, or we call it the dire wheel because of how slow it is. Ridiculous firepower. You get in a good position, lure the enemy into it, and it can absolutely decimate everything. Right, again, this map, second time here. Really not quite sure what to do, so I'm pointing this way. I can see their drop ships, so I'm going to head towards where the enemy is and hopefully get a decent fight with them. But we'll see. I'm going to slow down around here. There's some buildings again. That's where we sort of bumped into them on that last match, when that ice ferret ripped open the back of my mech. So I'm going to be a little bit more cautious this game, because that was painful. I'm going to just edge my way around. stick behind our lights because hopefully they'll find the enemy first, and I'll have a little bit of warning before my mech starts getting melted from multiple directions, or directions even. So I think Golf 6 is about as far as I want to go. And I have a feeling we should be making contact with the enemy around now. So it's just a case of being a little bit patient and keeping the eyes open and looking for any signs of movement. I'm standing here so I've got a little bit of cover around me if I need to dive into it. And it seems either the team thinks I know what I'm doing, or I've just happened to pick a spot where most people generally stop anyway. You generally find most maps have a central-ish point where the fighting, we're in the centre, where the fighting generally takes part. That's autocannon fire, going both directions, so I'm seeing lerms being fired from over there. So I'm going to start heading over here because the enemy most certainly is in this direction.
Target acquired.
Multiple targets, somebody's flicking through them to tell us where they are. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the inbuilt VoIP. For some reason it's defaulting to my speakers. Right. I want to head over this way. And unfortunately with us having my headphones on, I can't really hear what them guys are saying. So yeah, definitely got the fight here. I've got a bit of a tension on me there. So I'll play peekaboo, I'll fire, I'll manoeuvre, and then I'll come round and I'll fire. You never really want to keep poking out the same spot unless you got a lot of good cover or they're not paying attention to you. And as you see by the state of the armour on my mech, I'm doing my best to roll the damage around, effectively give us more effective hit points. Something over there. But I'm going to move over to the right hand side now and see what we can see over here. That's a big lad over there. That's somebody I don't want to be dancing with. That's the dire wheel. 100 tons of pure death and destruction. Well, let's see if we can take this hill. I'll have a go with that catapult. He should not be this far forward. Now I'm going to get the pain here for stepping forward. And there we go, most of my weapons have just been taken out. I should not have stepped on that hill. Now I'm going to lose my ghost rifle and die. Yeah. Very poor performance there. Alright. The two torsos went and that was the end of my little mech. Team isn't doing great. I can hang around or I can quit the match. I can't use that mech, but I'll jump into another mech. That mech is locked in the battle until the battle is over. But I do have a couple of other mechs, so once it puts me back in the mech lab, I can change out and I'll go with a medium mech. I do like the Shadow Cat. Totally different playstyle with the Shadow Cat. I've got a bit of experience in this mech. It's a medium mech, it's fast, it's got a thing called mask which allows you to accelerate, decelerate and go quicker than the engine allows, but when you use it, it starts heating up, and when it hits a certain threshold, it starts damaging the legs of your mech, and it literally takes about 4 or 5 seconds for your legs to fall off once it starts overheating. So judicious use. Use it for when you're running away or when you need to quickly get back into cover. Also, while it's switched on, your mouse cursor sights wobble. It's also got a load of jump jets on this mech. That also, when you've got the jump jets firing, causes your aim to wobble. They put that in as we used to run the Catafact 3D with 2 PPCs or 2 ER PPCs and a ghost rifle, and we used to pop tart. And pop tart was you jump up in the air, fire an alpha, and land on the ground, and the cursor used to stay perfectly still under jump jet usage. So we'd be able to jump up, and we would have pinpoint accuracy with, the ghost rifle at 15 damage, and the 2 PPCs at 10 apiece. So we had like a 35 point alpha we could put on a single point on any mech, and if there was 3 or 4 of us running them, and we're all shooting the same target, we could take down assault mechs very, very quickly with that. So they made it so it wobbles. But all that means is now you just take off the jump jets, jump up in the air, stop using the jump jets, and as you're falling you can fire. But it means you have to jump higher, whereas in the past you used to jump just high enough to get your weapons cleared over whatever terrain feature you were jumping behind. So it makes them a lot more vulnerable now because you've got to clear so much more, get so much more air time to effectively jump jet and pop tart. Then they changed all the projectile speeds of the weapons because they synchronized really quite nicely. So when you fired them, the 3 projectiles hit, within a fraction of a second of each other. So they slowed down PPCs, sped up gauses and things like that. So it was easier for the enemy mech to then get hit in 2 different locations. Of course, the 2 PPC bolts would generally hit the same point, but the ghost round would hit first, and then if the mech was moving, which it should be, the PPCs would then hit a different part of the mech. Prior to that, we were running around in stalkers with 4 to 6 PPCs on them, and that's 40 to 60 alpha per mech. You would take the limb off any mech, and anything smaller than a heavy you would kill in one shot. And we used them in conjunction with the 3Ds, and we would run a few stalkers and a few 3Ds together in a drop. And once the stalkers were in position and the cataphracts were doing the jump jet things, you could one-hit kill an Atlas with that. It was pretty disgusting. So they put changes in to fix that, which was nice. But the meta at the moment, from what I'm seeing, is still lasers and ghost rifles. Well, they did the PPC gauss rifle. We went to PPCs and AC5s with mechs like the Victor, where you could mount 2 AC5s and 2 PPCs, and they synchronized really quite well. But this mech plays very, very different from the other mech. It's only got, I think, 2 large pulse. Yeah, I've got 2 large pulse lasers on it and an ECM. But already you can see it's much quicker, and I can jump. So I'm a lot more mobile. The mask makes a noise, and you see that wobble, and you get the little counter to the left of my cursor. And if that counter hits the red bar, then my legs start falling off, and that is incredibly painful. Now the center point, that's them 2 hills there, is generally where the fight occurs. And on this map you really want to stay high, because a lot of mechs struggle once they fall down to get back up into a position where they can fight. But this ramp here is duplicated on the other side. I've just seen your comment there. Yeah, it can still work, but it's as long as you're moving when you're doing it. Just don't jump straight up in the air. Mind you, we never used to jump straight up in the air anyway, because people who were good shots would just nail you. So yeah, get that arc going. It's just the extra air time you need now. And then the change in the jump jets, where back in the day 1 jump jet was all you needed. Still work, but it's as long as you're moving when you're doing it. Just don't jump straight up in the air. Mind you, we never used to jump straight up in the air anyway, because people who were good shots would just nail you. So yeah, get that arc going. It's just the extra air time you need now. And then the change in the jump jets, where back in the day 1 jump jet was all you needed. Now you've got to run multiple jump jets to get any height on your mech. I tried the Panther, but I'm not a very good light driver. Oh, that's epic fail. Can't even shoot down a UAV. Oh, let's get out of cover. Get out of cover, get into cover. Oh, entire team there. So I need to run away because my mech is getting the snot knocked out of it. That's the problem with this. The guns are in the arms, and the arms are really far apart. And you see I keep hitting bloody rocks with it. Let's have a go at him, he's not paying attention.
New target acquired.
And the other laser's just going to shoot the rocks, so I'm not going to bother firing it.
New target acquired.
Let's get back in the cover before he nails me. And I'm too far on the right here, so
New target acquired.
I'm pretty vulnerable where I am because a light mech can come and nail me very quickly. So I'm going to relocate. I've got a locust, but I've got no confidence in locusts. Yeah, monkey arms are always a problem. That's what kills the Atlas. If the Atlas could stick its arms out in front of it like a zombie, it would be a beastly mech indeed. It's the Executioner, the Clan Assault with mask, that's in the same position. The arms are just way too low on it. Something big's just absolutely hammered me there.
Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%.
Oh, I keep getting hit by big things. Go on, get up here. Don't make me... Oh, I'm going to have to jump up onto... I don't want to be caught out here neither. But yeah, some mechs are better than others. Just because of where the hard points are located on the mech.
Target acquired. New
They
target.
try to balance that out. Get off my arse. They try to balance that out, giving mechs quirks. I haven't looked into the quirks, but I believe they had to change them because
25%.
they really made some mechs very powerful. Giving them cooldown bonuses, rate of fire bonuses, etc.
Target acquired.
Let's put a UAV up here, so we get some vision on the enemy mechs until they shoot it down. Oh, hello. I really shouldn't have a cigarette in my hand that I'm using the mouse with, but I do. Okay, who are you?
Target acquired.
I'm waiting for that shadow cat. I'll take his arm off if I can.
Fuel at 25%.
Well, that's novel. Rolling rocks. Oh, hello. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. That's probably what was hitting me before, twin ghost rifles. Which means he's probably got an XL engine. Which means with it being in a sphere, if you take one side off, the whole mech dies. Because ghost rifles are ridiculously heavy. So, I'll aim for that side.
Target destroyed.
There you go, one side went off and he died. Wait for the lerms to pass. That's a shadow cat like me. Nice little mech, a shadow cat.
Target
Oh.
acquired.
Hello. An archer. Hello, I've never seen one of... My god, look at all the LRMs. I've never seen one of them before. No, if I can hit his... No, he's blind firing others. Oh, not now. If I can hit his ammo, I could have a giggle. But he's an LRM board.
Warning, incoming missile.
And I'm knocked, so I'm just going to get the shit shot out of me here.
Torso critical damage. Left
There goes my ECM.
damage.
So I need to close the range on this guy.
Destroyed. Left
Because his missiles are just going to keep hitting me until that narc is gone. There we go. The narc is a beacon. You can... oh, thank you for the quirks. The narc's a little missile you can put on people. And it negates ECM. And all LRMs can hit the target. Well, I've never seen one of their mechs before. That must be a new mech. Well, once I realised I was knocked, I should have went and tried to stand under something. There's only a few places on this map you can do that. Yeah, you're knocked, charged, it's all I could do, but I was too far away and I realised too late that I was knocked. This is a Battle Master. You can tell by the yellow hood it's an inner sphere mech. I've always liked the Battle Master, but it's lacking. But it can be a nice mech when you get it to work. Worked well with the PPC and the AC5 meta. That's a ghost round, just hit him.
Warning, incoming missile.
But LRMs on an assault mech is always a bad idea.
Missile.
Yeah, but they are heavy LRMs.
Heat level.
But I'm going to quit that match and get back into my Hellbringer. So, find my Hellbringer. I do like driving this. I like the heavy mechs because you can tank a bit of damage and you can do some decent damage and you're not that slow. For me, they're like the mainstay of Mech Warrior. I find assault mechs far too ponderous and slow. And light mechs way too fast. Not my cup of tea. Let's see, the Hellbringer, the Mad Dog, Cataphract, even the Catapult. Really used to like the Catapult. But it's just really outclassed with the modern mechs that came out. Catapult being the first heavy mech in the game. When the game first came out, we had the Jennifer Light, the Hunchback as our medium, the Catapult for the heavy, and the Atlas for the assault. And the Catapult at that point was quite nice to drive, although the Jenna at times ruled the battlefield. Before they put Ghost Heat, which I absolutely hate, but I understand why, but I think there could be better things they've done. The worst thing was Hunchbacks. Ghost Heats where if you have too many of the same weapon, rather than generating the same heat for each weapon, it multiplies the heat. So you can't fire all the guns or your mech will explode. And we used to run Hunchbacks with, I think it was 9 small or 9 medium lasers. I think we ran both the green and the red versions, and they were just absolutely disgusting. A medium mech with that much firepower. The same with the Stalkers with the 6 PPCs. We made it so you couldn't do that. What's a WHM, please? And what would you run on the Jester? Because I've got my Jester, and it'll probably be fitted with either two ERPPCs or be fitted with 3 or 4 large lasers. The Jester is one of my favourite catapults, if not my favourite catapult. It's also got a really nice paint job. And before the heat, there was a catapult A1, I think it was, and you put 6 SRM6s on it, and we called them the Splat Cat. Very short range weapon, but once you got within 100, 150 metres of somebody and alphaed them, you pretty much melted whatever you looked at. They were quite a giggle to run for a time. Warhammer. That's a new mech. I shall have a look at the Warhammer. I think I've seen a couple.
Sensors online. Weapons.
As long as it doesn't have monkey arms.
All systems.
But then again, I'm not
functional.
a huge fan of having weapons in the arms anyway. Yeah, you got better, elevation on the weapon. But it means when you lose an arm, you lose weapons, and it means you've also got to put armor in your arms. I think I only run 1 or 2 points of armor in the arms on this, because I don't really care about the arms. The Mad Cat there, it has the weapons in the arms. I think mine I run probably a pair of medium lasers in each arm and then a ghost rifle in the torso. So I'm presuming they've buffed SRM 6s or 4s again, because SRMs took a massive nerf, and that kind of killed the Splat Cat's days. But if the Splat Cat's viable, then I'm going to presume the Mad Dog with SRMs is also viable, because I used to enjoy running that.
Target acquired.
Oh, well, let me see somebody. That's a Marauder, that's a new mech, looks quite nice. I've got a pair of Shadow Cats over there. Oh, no way did that miss. But apparently it did. Let's move up the team.
New targets acquired.
There wasn't anything there to shoot at, Ballsy. Let's just keep moving. Quite often, once you get the charge going, you just keep the charge, get the murder death ball running. A lot of people panic when they're under fire. So it can often be a good tactic, just run in there and just get the fight going.
Acquired.
That's an urban mech! come off cooldown.
New target acquired.
Oh, he's got an LBX. Oh, he's knackered anyway. Oh, just walk in front of us and take a ghost round off us, thanks. I swear, mate, I'm going to shoot you again if you keep standing in front of us. Just, oh god, I don't want to get close to that if he's got SRMs. Another nasty SRM board. Yeah, my shooting is absolutely atrociously bad.
New target acquired. Heat level critical.
I will get better as I play the game a bit more.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Right, my mech's starting to heat up a bit too much. So I need to let it cool off a touch.
New target acquired.
Just keep moving, just keep moving. Don't stand still if you can help it. That guy's dead, so that's good.
New target acquired. Target
Just
destroyed.
going through the mechs, trying to see what's damaged, so when I do get a chance to shoot something, I've got a better idea of what I want to shoot at.
New target acquired.
Timberwolf. And take his left leg off him. That'll slow him down. If I can see his left leg, that is.
Target destroyed.
Somebody else got him. Very nice.
New target acquired.
Right. I think we should have this one. But being aggressive in Mech Warrior, when you time it right and you're aggressive at the right time,
Target
it
destroyed.
can be very, very effective.
Target destroyed.
And two of them left. Okay.
Target acquired.
Arctic Cheetah, not even going to bother chasing the Arctic Cheetah. I don't know how bad the lag shields are at the moment. But lag shields used to be real.
Target destroyed.
Let's try my best not to shoot my mates there. And the Arctic Cheetah is really fast. It's a clan light. It is quite good fun to drive.
Target acquired.
Oh, he's overheated. Oh, he's lagged.
Target destroyed.
Good night, Arctic Cheetah. Alright, the Warhammer. When you're saying it's... Ah, right. If it's an IS Hellbringer, then I really will like it. How did I do? Starting to push 500. The Hellbringer, I think, is just my favourite mech. Just, it's got everything I like about mechs. It's big, it's got decent speed, it's got a ghost rifle. Although two ghost rifles is better than one. I was another build we used to run with the cat. We used to run in the machine gun mounts on the K2. We used to take the machine guns out, take all the missiles off it, and put a pair of ghost rifles in the torso. And the cat had a thing where the side torso had a really small hitbox. And this was before they had the charge up, so you could hip fire. I mean, you could take legs off a Jenna with that thing. It was so much fun. But, let's have a look at the mech store and have a look for this Warhammer Battle Mechs. I'm going to presume it's a heavy. There we go, Warhammer. I don't own any. It's going to suffer from monkey arm syndrome with that, but you seem to have some decent hard points. And the good thing is now, I believe, I can view it in a mech lab. Yeah. So, no ballistic points, but you know, you can run a pair of PPCs in there. One on each shoulder. Oh, well, actually what I'd do is I'd probably run all the PPCs on this side with a bunch of lasers, and then just totally strip the side of the mech down and just load it one way. And I'll show you the build on my Hellbringer. You can see the arms. I've actually got 21 armor in the arms there. I could if I wanted. I probably should for the ghost ammo. Save another half ton. Drop the arms right down and put another half ton. And the reason I do the half tons is when I take a hit on the inside, if it hits a component, a random component, if these are all 1 ton blocks, it'll wipe out a full ton of ammo. But with it being half-ton blocks, it'll only take half a ton of ammo out. And with it being that many half-tons in there, there's less chance of it hitting the bloody ghost rifle and killing that. But I think I will have a look into that Warhammer. Because I think 2 PPCs are maybe the right torso. And use the right arm as well for the lasers. But IS mechs suffer from their XL engines. If you want to put an XL in it, it takes up 3 slots in each side torso rather than 2 like Clan. And once you lose 1 side torso, you die. Now I've just been informed the Warhammer gets a 50% bonus to PPC velocity and a 15% reduction in the heat. So that actually sounds like it could be viable. Because PPCs got nerfed to the point where they were just too hot to use. Well, PPCs did, sorry, but ER PPCs did. And the problem with PPCs is once somebody gets within 90 meters of you, you do no damage to them. So you leave yourself quite vulnerable for people charging. Whereas ERs didn't have that problem, plus an ER has really decent range, the ER being extended range. So they were really, really, really nice weapons. Just the 6R gets that bonus. And that's the other thing I don't like about getting a new mech. You gotta get 3, because you skill up the mechs, you get like bonuses to how quick it turns, how well it gets rid of its heat, dissipates its heat, how hot it can get before it can shut down. And there's 3 tiers to the skills, and you've got to unlock 3 of the same type of mech at the skill levels before you open the next level of skills. So if there's one particular type of Warhammer say you like, you've got to drive the other 2 Warhammers and level them up before you can fully level up the one you want. And I've always thought that was really quite a daft idea. I can understand a time sink being required, but it's annoying, and that's where the clans come in useful, because the clan mechs have omnipods, so you can swap their arms, the side torsos, the legs and the heads around. So once you find one build you like, you can generally run that build on every variant of clan mech. Or like with the Timberwolf, you can put the side torso of the one with jump jets on it, and basically every Timberwolf now has jump jets. IS don't have that advantage. If the variant's got jump jets, it has. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Clans do have negative things, such as they can't switch out the style of armor, and they have certain components locked to them. Whereas in a sphere, have full customization of the mechs. Clan, you can't change the engines, apart from in the 2Cs. But all the other clan mechs, you're locked in your engine. Oh, that was terrible. But clan engines are much better than inner sphere engines.
New target acquired.
Yeah, I really need to work on my Gorse aiming. And there is a Warhammer. 4 large pulse lasers, so he's going to be hurting. I got an airstrike on me, or it's already hit us and I wasn't paying attention. Oh, there it goes. Come on, peek, you bastard. Generally, you want to shoot the center torso on a mech. If you're not sure where to shoot it, just try and go for the center torso. 2 ERPBCs on a hunchback. Dear me, he is going to be getting very hot. Right, I'm sort of sticking out in front of our line, so I want to back away a touch here. Jaeger, watch it. Right, need to try and manage to hit a locust. I'm proud of myself. Okay, there's a big lad over there. Yeah, I'm in trouble, so I'm gonna get shot here running across this bit. My back's wide open. There we go. That was terrible positioning by me there. Didn't even do 200 damage. That is depressing. Depressingly bad. I don't know if I've got an SRM build. I might have a Stormcrow that's built with SRMs on. SRMs, you got to be quite sneaky. Don't have any Stormcrows with SRMs. That used to be a really, really nice mech as well. The Shadowhawk. I think it was run 2 AC5s. So you got the AC20 version. I think that's an AC20 version. Or you had the SRM version. What have you got? 12 small pulse lasers. Yeah, you're a disgusting brawler. We switched away. This is after SRM's got nerfed. He's probably an old competition mech. LRMs. Nobody saw that. But, I've not used these yet. I bought them and they came out while I wasn't playing the game, so I've not used them. I might take a light mech for a run. I've got a decent one built. I don't think I've got a decent light mech built at the moment. Could go for a giggle and drive. Where's my dire wheel? I've got a dire wheel somewhere. We'll have a go with the dire wheel. Let's see what he's got on him. What modules do you have, if any? None. Right, what you're armed with. Let's see. I don't want the target retention there. Radar deprivation. To try and protect us from LRMs. Want a ghost cooldown. That's always good. What weapons do I have? A mixture of mediums and large. Target info. Do I have a targeting computer? Let's have a look. Do I want target info? I'm a dire wheel. I'm just trying to kill things. Trying to figure out. I want a 9x9 for the coolness. That's certainly something we want. And I'll take an airstrike for me as well. So radar derp important. That means as soon as I get into cover, they lose their lock on me. I want a seismic sensor to stop people sneaking up on me. Come on, put the seismic sensor in. Oh, that's where you need to go. And for the weapon, let's go for the laser cooldown, laser range. We'll go for the laser cooldown. Alright, and I will. Oh, I'll do my cockpit as well. I don't like going in without anything on the cockpits. Don't want, because I don't want to buy anything. Oh, I've got a lot of crap here. I will put the flag on. And we'll have a bullet because I'm a DACA. No, I'm not DACA, I'm laser, but there is a DACA build for this which is just full of AC5s and it is pretty disgusting. And do I have that? Do I have one of them? No, I don't. Right. Apparently I don't have them either. I should have. The Union flag. There, we'll put the English flag on, seeing as the Union flag isn't there. My bullet must be on somebody else. My dice are on. Oh, dog tag? We'll go with the dog tag. And then I want some sort of war horn just in case I kill somebody. But I don't like them with animations on. Put that war horn on it. And we'll save that. Now this thing is incredibly slow. If I don't position correctly, I will get absolutely annihilated. It's ridiculously hot. The ghost rifles don't generate heat. That's one big advantage of them. But the amount of lasers it's got really does generate a lot of heat. Got a bit of monkey arm syndrome, but not too bad. But bulk of the firepower is in my arms, which is bad. Because I've got to put armor in my arms and I've got to protect my arms. Let's see how I fare in it. Right. I should have checked the state of the queue before I pressed play. Yep, here we go. Really don't care what map we get. Don't care what game mode I get, I just want to drive a giant robot. Yeah, I really shouldn't sing, should I? Albine Peaks might work out to my advantage. It's cold and it's long range generally, but it is big. And quite often you'll find the team will just leave you behind because you're a big fat slow mech. I think it does about 50 kilometers an hour, this thing. Hellbringer does about 100, so it's really slow. But the game is free to play. Yes, there are certain mechs you can only buy with real money, but they're generally not better than the mechs you can earn while playing the game. I don't think there is a mech off the top of my head, apart from maybe the Firestarter Ember, because that was absolutely godly at one point. It's a light mech. Medium pulse lasers and machine guns galore. Machine guns quite crap unless you blow at them. And once you take people's armor off, they're crit seekers, so they do a lot of critical damage, and they'd be pretty evil when you're running up 4 of them. I ran I've got a blackjack that I do that with. I run 4 or 5 medium pulse lasers and then a bunch of machine guns on it. And you will find a lot of people whine in this game. They'll charge off solo, get themselves killed and blame the team. Very reminiscent of League of Legends in that respect.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
My track IR does work in this game, but I don't like wearing the track IR
All systems nominal.
in it. Because it screws with my leading. Plus, you know, you don't have much visibility in cockpits generally anyway. Right, seen and awesome does not inspire me with confidence. Unless that thing has been seriously buffed, it is really, really bad. And the pay for real money awesome, the pretty baby, really, really terrible, 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 terrible mech to have. But the awesome was meant to be awesome. PPC bought, but it just, the PPC nerf just killed it outright because you can't boat them. Right, you're miles away. Oh, gotta do my weapon groups, that's always handy. Because my mech will just die if I press the fire button when everything's on the same fire button.
Airstrike.
I see, 13% heat from that, and 24% heat from that. So it should be about 37 heat when I alpha, but 50 because of the ghost heat. Because lasers all count towards ghost heat. So effectively it's like I'm firing a couple of extra lasers when I fire them all together. Mind you, the stereo
Target acquired.
Gauss rifle charging up's quite nice. Okay, I think I've engaged stealth mode here. My mech stopped making stompy noises. But my job is to find somewhere, stand there, and try and kill things. The Dakar wheel, which is all AC5s, it puts down a lot of suppressive fire. This one is more about doing pinpoint damage. I won't really be hitting them that hard from this range. But I need to keep moving because I can't afford to fall behind. So my job is just to do the damage from range. But if light mechs come for us, I can be in serious doodah. Now, I don't know why this fight is heading this way. This is not normally where this fight goes. But I have some weird green circle on my map. I'm not even going to stop to try and aim at that thing.
Target acquired.
So I'm just going to keep lumbering over this way at 52.3 kph. I want height for the advantage of being high, but I don't want height because I'll be silhouetted and I will be easy pickings. Now, if you stay next to me, you can protect me from LRMs. Now I'm starting to get to the front of the pack. That's not where I want to be. Because being a dire wheel, people would want to shoot me. Oh, hello. And there you go, how hot this mech gets. Please move, Mr. Hunchback. Please don't keep standing in front of me. It's King Crab, and as you see, the torso on this thing is monumentally massive. Oh, I missed him. Oh, shut down. New Barra. Remember how bloody hot this thing is. I need people to walk into me. Yeah, I need people to walk into my line of fire. Oh, my game's frozen. Oh, the match is finished. Don't know what them 3 boxes are at the top. Something happened. I have no idea. I don't know who won. I don't know who lost. Apparently we got the objective. New game mode. I've got no idea what I'm doing. 264 damage is pretty poor, but nobody scored high damage there. At least I got to shoot the guy that got killed. But no idea what that game mode's about. But apparently we completed the objective, so hip hip hooray for us. You see, he's called Dakar because he used to be the Dakar mech. He used to be just armed with lots of AC5s, and it was a constant stream of death it would put out. Quite a funny mech to play. But we had just started switching over to the laser meta when I used to play. No, this map's had an update. I played it a couple of times just before I stopped playing with the update. Viridian Bog, not my most favourite map. That was pretty new when I stopped playing. Can't click on that. 3 tiers on this map. 3 different levels you can fight on. Lots of big ass trees to hide behind. Good for light, fast mechs, this map. The jump jets are really nice on this map, like Caustic. There's lots of steps you can try and climb up, but dire wolves tend to see pebbles and it stops them dead. But we'll see what we get. Well, yeah, it's an enjoyable game. It's quite a giggle. Totally changes when you do drop in the 12-man queue with a full team. The whole design and dynamics of the match change. And it can get quite intense when you're playing against good opponents. Very tactical, a lot of positioning. Positioning is very important. Alright, I'm going to follow this mauler. Let's see where we go. I'm racking my brains trying to remember where the best place to go on this map generally is. Until I remember, I shall follow the herd. Safety in numbers, they say. Doesn't always work like that. Of course, I should probably go to heat vision on this map. No idea what the hell that is. The Legend Killer. Don't recognise that mech. Looks like a heavy. Decent arm. The arms are up high, so that's decent. Now, of course, heat vision you can't quite see as far as you can with normal vision, which is the only downside of it. And I need to rebind the key because it's on the default, which is H, which is too far away from WASD. Oh, somebody's got some LRMs over there. Right, these are the steps that I can get up. but I don't have good depression with this mech. So this might not be the wisest thing. I'm taking LRMs aimed for somebody else there in the leg.
New target acquired.
Take a pot shot at that cheetah, because if he comes up here, he can probably kill me. Because light mechs can be quite nasty.
New target acquired.
There's somebody spamming the crap out there. Crab medium mech, they were quite new when I last played. Something shooting at me over there. Right, I really don't want to be on the flank by myself, please.
Acquired.
I got no idea if I'm hitting them unless my cursor goes red.
New target acquired.
Because I can't see through the bloody trees.
New target acquired.
Well, fire the lasers first. Oh, somebody's behind us. My back's wide open, so that's never healthy. So I'm going to sit and cower like a 100-ton coward in my assault mech.
New target
I
acquired.
don't have a UAV, but what I do have is one of them. That's another dire wolf.
Target destroyed.
Again, I'm hitting.
Hit level critical.
There, didn't last very long. I am a terrible, terrible, terrible assault pilot.
New target acquired.
Oh, wrong button. Quit. Yes, I'm not a very good assault pilot, as you can see. So I'm going to switch back to the heavies. I want to see what my Jester's armed with. Yeah, 3 large pulse jump jets. Probably got no modules on. I'll take the Jester for a spin and see how. Do I want a 9x9? Is that the one I want? Yes. And we'll take a UAV. Come on. And I want the radar derp. I'll take a large pulse laser range. Don't have a cooldown module. I know I've got a lot of C-bills, but I'll have one of them sitting on another mech somewhere. And we'll take the seismic sensor. And do we have anything in the cockpit? Right. Let's have a look what we're going to put on. Oh, we're my German flag today. Pair of sunglasses. And for the last thing, the hell is that? A Clan Hex Warhorn. No idea what that is, but never seen that before, but I'll stick that on. Right. What's the queue like? Heavies are the most popular. Of course they are. So, let's see if we can get a game. Alright, I just clicked. Oh, because it's got the word this. It's counted that in the bloody URL you sent us, mate. That works. Right. Works. Any map will do. Grim Plexus seems to be a popular choice. It's been a long time since I drove the Jester. This was something we did occasionally use in MRBC. Well, that's my first ever clan. I was in BWC. Oh, hello, Facebook. That was pretty loud.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
But just having a talk. If I can actually type. I've got to alt tab back, otherwise it'll fire off my weapons. Right, I'm going to put you on 3. And let's see. Yep, that's the right order. I've got jump jets. Well, I'm going to think I've got an XL. I have got an XL because of how fast this thing's moving. But you see, compared to the dire wheel, this thing actually motors. Right. Not too worried about falling behind in this. It's pretty speedy little mech.
Acquired.
Is there a... Yep, there you go. It's got eyes in the back. It has eyes on its back. Unfortunately, they do nothing for you. Right, let's see if I can find people. This map is really heavy on the graphics. I've got a GTX 980, I think. I've got a really good i7 in this computer. It's liquid cooled, overclocked to buggery, and this game just does not run very well at all on it. Never has. Right, come on. Where are you? Whoop, there's somebody over there. Putting on cross-eyed. Oh, it's this green thing again, so I think if we stand by this green thing...
New target acquired.
Oh, that was terrible, Paul. Terrible. I think he's out of range anywhere. Lots and lots of gribblies. Come on, over your head. Over your head. Clear him.
New target acquired. Target acquired.
Lots of mechs. Lots and lots of targets. Don't shoot the Shadow Hawk.
New target acquired.
Let's just put rounds into people.
Acquired.
I'm starting to heat up.
Acquired.
I'll keep on the Atlas. Not a battle master. Oh, he's shooting. See, the bullets just missed me there. No, there maybe he's going to be pushing round on my right. That could be dangerous for me. Oh, hello. Incoming missiles. Getting into cover.
New target acquired.
Very close to them. I'm going to drop a UAV up there.
New
Try and get myself some. Right, one weapon. Right. Use the frickin' arms when they're that high.
acquired.
Spider. Horrible fast little light. Ow.
New target acquired.
Oh, I don't want to be facing an Atlas, man. Aware. No, I can't use my shoulder, because if I lose my shoulder, then I die. Because I'm a Innisphere XL up, mech.
New
Alright,
target
come on out the way,
acquired.
little dude. Really protect that shoulder. I need to get lower here because I'm ready for somebody to rip my back open running on the top ground here. Oh, good job, he died.
New target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Bit of a
Target
hectic
destroyed.
brawl this, enjoying it. Okay, you can shoot me in the side there, mate.
Target destroyed.
Okay, I got a nice dull thump
New target acquired.
when that thing goes off. There's an atlas down here.
Fuel at 25%.
Take that on, is that a mauler? Yeah. And he's pretty fresh. I'll take that shoulder if I can. Somebody else kindly took it off.
Target destroyed.
Nice.
New target acquired.
What the hell is that? A black knight? Should I take your shoulder off? You overheated, that's all good for us. Nice. Who's left? Atlas CT. I would if I could see the bloody Atlas. And he's behind us. Let's swing round and have a look at this Atlas.
Target destroyed.
At least I got to shoot him before he died. Right. You shooting at something over there? GG. Right, let's see, how did I do? Dun dun dun. Not bad at all. See, I used to enjoy driving my catapults with the three large pulse lasers. For a heavy mech, you think that's not really many weapons. But it's not always about the number of weapons. But yeah, I like the paint scheme on it. It does come really gaudy bright when you first get it, and I toned it down quite a bit. I think it's meant to be a PPC boat, but PPCs, no. Just googling something for a mate. What? Away, work. I've got jump jets, I'm on canyon, I've got a decent range on my mech. Problem is, though, the catapult is quite a fat mech. It isn't the smallest mech. But it does have a good torso twist. Don't think it's in the same ballpark as the Griffin, but yeah, it's a nice heavy. I wish the cataphract would come back into style though, because I really did like the cataphract. Just waiting for the game to start.
Weapons online.
Yeah, I didn't want somebody to knock us again on this map.
Systems nominal.
Our grass looks different as well. Well, let's get in there and see what we can do this match. Excuse me. I've just gotten over a chest infection, so I haven't streamed in about just over a week.
Incoming missile.
No, don't be firing the lambs. Can I get out there? Can I? Oh, yeah.
Incoming
No. Stop shooting at them at me. So yeah, I've just gotten over a bad chest infection. I'm busy bringing all the crap up at the moment. It's not great. Very unpleasant. I feel like I'm in a sports car. How fast this thing is. Oh, shit the bed, shit the bed, shit the bed. Do not be doing that. Ouch.
warning incoming.
Yeah, keep your missiles to yourselves, thanks. Repeat to myself, I am not a scout mech. I am not a scout mech.
New target acquired.
Oh, he's behind a hill, so I can't shoot him.
New target acquired.
Yeah, don't want to go tangle with you. Not too worried about falling down in the canyons in this thing, because I've got the jets, so I can get up quite easily.
New target acquired.
Oh, hello Atlas. Right.
Incoming.
I'll have one last game on my Hellbringer. It's nearly 8 o'clock. So I had a good game in the Jester, and then a really bad game in the Jester. In the MechWarrior Online display there, that showed those numbers. I'll have one last game on my Hellbringer. It's nearly 8 o'clock. So I had a good game in the Jester, and then a really bad game in the Jester. Where are you, Mr. Hellbringer? There you are. Dun, 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 dun. Searching, searching, searching. We're searching for a game of MechWarrior. Yeah, that hurts my throat. I should stop, and it probably doesn't sound pleasant on your ears. Whew. Just reading now in the Kodiak. It's about the size of an Atlas. It's got monkey arms. Not so bad though, because them hard points seem a bit higher. That's a nice looking mech. Looks a bit like a Terminator. Are you going to actually find a match? Or are we going to spend most of the time just looking at a spinning circle? Thank you. Right, I don't really care what map you give us. Apparently Star Trek Online is going to consoles. Xbox One and PlayStation 4 in fall of 2016. It'd be interesting if they mix the play base up. Piloting your starship with a controller. Interesting. And yeah, if I can run my account on the PS4 and the PC, that would be interesting as well. And a new update for Neverwinter. So Perfect World is on a mission at the moment. The Maze engine in Neverwinter. Alt and tab. Let's go wandering. I'm going to follow this Marauder. From what I've seen, they are not bad looking mechs at all. Looks like a tank turret with one legs. I really need to go to the forums and read up on what them circles mean and them boxes. I've got a feeling you've got to just stand in that area and hold it for a minute. And if you do, you win the game. So basically it's forcing you to fight and contest that part of the map. And this seems to be in a sensible place because this is pretty much where the fights generally happen. But now we've got a green box as well. Oh, Timberwolf SRM6s. That's going to be painful if I get close. I say if. I really should say when, because I'm seriously about to get close to him. Whoa! What is going on? My game froze up. Totally froze up there. This is not going to be a good game to end the night on. But that was as if the game just alt-tabbed itself out. Should not be doing things like that, should it? Don't know what you are, but I'm shooting you. Think it's a Marauder, that said. Yeah, don't look at me. I'm harmless, really. Oh, I'll possibly shoot you through there. Shoot that little panther. Oh, hello. Now I don't have my ghost rifle. It severely gimps the damage output this mech can do. I'll happily shoot you two big lads and hope we don't look at us. Oh, you're looking. Cool off a touch. Oh, you're not AFK because you just turned to look at me there. That's never good when a big mech looks at you. Yeah, I got their attention as well, so let's turn back there. Oh, hello. No, press my cooldown button too late. Let's get that cool shot fired off. Let's bother you, because... Right. Can you kindly not stand on my arse, you stupid king crab? One of the big problems with Mech Warrior, of course, is people like to stand on you and block you in. It can be funny if you're trolling people, of course. Well, it's not funny when somebody does it to you. Oh shit, you're coming to say hello to me, aren't you? But yeah, if I'm in this little corridor, mate, it's very, very unpleasant to have another mech stand behind me. Ah! I got killed-arized. Yeah, 381 damage. Not too worried about that. Are we going to win? No, they've lost 2 mechs. So I'm confident we're going to lose that one. So, quit the match. and I'm going to end it there for the night. Thank you for watching.